everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a juicy one. So we're going to get real deep inside of my diary. If you see my eyes cutting off to the corner in this video, I'm looking at baby monitor, so just hang tight with me. She should be napping and she's not. Parenting life. So today is going to be a juicy one. There's secrets happening today. What am I doing? Why are you reading your diary on YouTube? Oh boy. Hope you guys enjoy this one today because it's going to be strange for me to do. This book here is a diary of mine that I found the other day. If you've been watching this channel, then you know we have been remodeling our kitchen, redoing the cabinets and everything. And in the top of my refrigerator, I had a big basket, and in that basket was lots of collectible things that I've had for over the years, like Christmas cards and things like that people would send, and random things that Savannah had drawn for me. And Savannah is my oldest daughter, who is 5, things like that. So in that basket lived this Marilyn Monroe journal that I've had for a very long time. Yeah, because the first entry, March 19th, 2011. Oh my gosh, my handwriting is so good. Yeah. Anyway, I thought it'd be really interesting to read it, and I started to read a couple pages, and then I just realized that the entries in this are just so good that I had to share them here because I think they fit with the channel and the things that we talk about on this channel. So let's dig in, shall we? Why do I think this journal is a good fit for this channel? Well, a lot of the contents of this journal are about dieting and the way that I was doing things in 2011. In 2011, I would have been 20 years old, which was before I was married, before I was engaged, before I had children. I was 20. I was fresh out of high school by a year or so. I graduated late. So I had no clue how to diet properly, and it's evident in this book. So in the first pages, I doodled everywhere. Jeffrey and Bethany and all these scratches. That's Savannah doing that when I was had her at some point. She had written in this. I didn't scratch out our love promise. That wasn't like my shade to my relationship or anything. But so I started this March 19th is when I got this. I remember when I bought this, I bought it at Blockbuster. So if that tells you how old this is, I bought this at Blockbuster. And for you little kids out there who don't know what Blockbuster is, I'm just teasing, not little kids. You're adults. You're adults. All of you younger adults out there who don't know what Blockbuster is, it was a store where you rented movies, you went in and you got a movie, and you could buy like other stuff. Like they had movie memorabilia kind of things, like posters and stuff, and they had this book, so I bought it at Blockbuster. It was well before they closed or started to close, and yeah. The very first entry in this book I'm not going to read because it has absolutely nothing to do with dieting. It was about me and Jeff, and yeah. Look, see the bottom? Aw, I love him. Yeah, so anyway. So this is the first entry that I'm noticing anything to do with dieting. I had looked up a place that did Zumba classes. I put down that I needed a bottle and a rag for the Zumba classes, the times, how much it cost, things like that. Oh my gosh, look at my little doodle. Hi, I'm Marilyn. I am beautiful, and so are you. Cute. Okay, so here's the very first one. Starting a diet and Zumba class, or Zumba. Diet rules, and then I put lifestyle because I was trying to be so inspirational to the fact that it's a lifestyle, not a diet, just like everybody says, you know. So I had written down here 1,200 calories, water only 64 ounces a day, 6 meals a day. My current weight at the time at 20 years old was 210 pounds. My goal weight was 180. Yeah, so that was a pretty good goal, I think, at the time. But I remember at the time saying that 180 was my goal and thinking that was just outrageous. There was no way I'd ever make it to 180 pounds, which obviously was definitely something I could attain, but I remember thinking that was just crazy. How will I ever make it there? My exercise rules were Zumba Monday through Saturday, do other random exercises throughout the week, like walking and things like that. Aw, Jeffrey and Bethany together forever. How cute are we? Okay, March 25th, 2011. Yeah, not doing too good on my diet, and I'm not going to consider it a loss because I did go to Zumba 3 times this week. I love it so much. I will definitely be going back. Today is Grandma's birthday, and I called her to tell her happy birthday. She said she thinks Jeff will make a perfect husband. Well, we're not engaged, but it means a lot to me. I was such a 20-year-old. It's so cute. So the next page that I want to read is where things started to take kind of a turn. I mentioned that I wasn't doing so good on my diet, and I wanted to read a little bit of this next 2 pages. I don't want to get too deep into it because I don't want this to be sad or asking for attention or anything, because believe me when I say I am a-okay. There have been some really dark places in my life. Like, a lot of people that have been there will understand that, you know, it's a struggle to be a human some days, and this apparently was one of the days that I struggled. I feel happy. I am happy. Today is a great day inside of my head, and I'm finally feeling okay, but it won't last. I am Bethany Gayle. I love my life, so why am I afraid to live it? Yeah, it was a dark time period. There were times where things got real dark and deep, and a lot of it was when I wasn't taking care of myself. I'm not going to say that everyone out there's depression or anxieties or things like that could be healed with dieting, but for myself, it was absolutely hand-in-hand correlation. The two, for me, is a very big thing. For me, dieting and being healthy and staying on track is a very big part of my mental health. So, you know, that just kind of was a thing that I'm learning as an adult now, as an older 20-something, and I've learned that my diet and my happiness and my mental state really go hand in hand. As a 20-year-old, I had no clue. I just was writing in this diary and did not know what I was doing. The next entry I wrote, I just realized that instead of listening to where God wants me to be, I was telling him where I want to be. I need to be quiet and listen. I'm sure he will know what is best for me, and I just have to trust him to take me there. Yeah. And there's some other things in the bottom of this that are just a little too personal, but just know that I was praying that the things I wanted in my life were going to be there wherever I wound up. There's a big truck going by. Shoo shoo. Thank you. Have a nice day. Going back through some of this and reading it, I've realized that there were warning signs in here that were huge for some of the struggles that I've had later on in my life after these entries, and I just didn't realize that. I didn't know. So maybe me reading this, somebody out there might see it and hear what I'm saying and realize that if you think that you have a problem or if you're experiencing some depression symptoms or anything like that, please get help, because if I would have gotten help sooner, maybe things could have been a little easier on me. Not that they weren't. I'm okay again, but it did take a lot of counseling and therapy in my mid-20s to get through a lot of the damage that I caused myself in these years. All right, so the next entry I have is about dieting again. I was all over this dieting thing. I was up and down and yo-yo and yo-yo and yo-yo. I was like, I seriously was dieting every diet there was. I was on Slim Fast diets. I tried Weight Watchers for a little bit. I've tried a lot of the diets. Yeah, so here I write, dieting. I hate the word diet. That is why I've decided not to use the word at all. I'm calling this a lifestyle change. I've been doing things like exercising, eating less, big time less, and I mean big time. I will eat as little as possible to fill me up. Yeah, sometimes it sucks, but it's okay because I want to look good next summer in a bikini. Weird thing is, it's not that hard. It's easy to pick water over a soda or grilled chicken over fried, and just eat less of it. So I was off to a good start by saying, you know, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Oh, I burned myself with a curling iron. Sorry about that. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Yeah. I was on the right track with that. I start to say things like, and it's alarming that I was saying that I'm eating less, big time less. I mean, I will eat as little as possible to fill me up. Yep, it sucks, but I want to look good in a bikini. Bethany, what are you doing? What are you doing? So these are when some of the things that I started to slip down into a slippery slope of eating disorders. And I don't put that word lightly. Trust me, I am well aware of all of the different types of eating disorders. And I've been with therapy and things like that to figure out exactly what's gone on in my life to cause things and the types of eating disorders that I suffer from, and I still suffer from them. They will never go away. They're just things that I have to overcome. But yeah, so these are some of the warning signs, the early warning signs that I just didn't see. I remember writing these things and thinking I was doing right. I was smart. I had it all figured out. Wow. You know, this diary is 8 years old, and man, the change that somebody can endure in 8 years. Here is a recipe for ooey gooey peanut butter brownies. Right in the middle of my diet book. I'm not sure what I was doing here. Marshmallow cream is definitely not on a diet. Here's another recipe for some sort of sauteed green bean casserole. How to cook tilapia. Oh, okay, here we are. Here's another start date. I was starting again at 219 pounds. The weight was just climbing. Then I got to 203. So that was 16 pounds down. I'm getting so close to my goal of 190. And yeah, so then I logged it again here, 196. I thought I was doing really good. Okay, here is a food journal entry from this diet that I was on. Yeah, it looks like for breakfast I was having some Cheerios. For a snack I was having some ham or a ham sandwich. For lunch oh my god, lunch I had ramen noodles. Ramen noodles, Bethany, that is not healthy. All the freaking salt, and no wonder. I had really high blood pressure at this point in my life, guys. I also have to admit that. I was 20 years old with incredibly high blood pressure, and it was 100% weight related. I'm going to put a picture in here of what I looked like at this age so you can see kind of who I was and what I looked like. I was not doing well, guys. I had 16 wheat thins. For snack, I had some Fiber One bar. It looks like for dinner, I had tilapia, asparagus, and rice. That's not terrible, so I'm not mad at Beth for that. But June 16th, 2011, so a few months later, I weighed myself again. I've lost 21 pounds. Unfortunately, I'm bloated. Now at 16 pounds down again. I'm eating a little healthier because I am eating 1,050 calories a day instead of 400. 400 wasn't okay. I am really feeling great. I'm not very hungry and I have plenty of energy. It is great. I'm just me. I'm just beautiful me. So apparently I was being honest with myself and saying that I was not being healthy and was eating 400 calories a day. This was absolutely not unusual for me. So yeah, if you are eating 400 calories a day, please take it from me that that is not okay. Go and speak to a doctor or a nutritionist and they will tell you the same thing, I'm sure, unless there's some sort of random specific reason that you should be eating that many calories a day. But I can assure you, if you are a healthy 20-year-old girl, you should be eating definitely more than 400 calories a day. I wasn't a healthy 20-year-old girl. I was a girl with very high blood pressure, so it makes sense that I was bloated. But yeah, don't get help. Don't do that. Don't do this to yourself. So here's another eating log for what I had an apple, orange, brownie, a piece of cheese, and a pork chop. I ate a total of, with a little extra things in there, I ate a total of 850 calories that day. This was me considering that I was doing better. Here's another one. Very similar in the lineup of what I had had for food. Another 850 calories, and then I took myself to Zumba, did 25 sit-ups, and then some ball aerobics, and then I went to bed. I'm not sure how I could possibly be feeling any better at that amount of calories, but yep. July 12th, you've got every right to a beautiful life. Yeah, I'm reading a book. Yeah, you're supposed to be napping. She won't keep her clothes on. Don't come for me. She's wearing a clean diaper. See? Sorry guys, parenting. It's real. This is real life. We don't have babysitters so that we can do our filming around here. You know what I'm saying? July 12th, you have every right to a beautiful life. Life is beautiful. Treat it that way. I was trying to be very inspirational. No, we're not going bye-bye. You just need to put your clothes on. Okay. July 25th, 2011, I wrote that I had lost 27 pounds down, and I was just completely blown away with that. Oh my gosh, how crazy is this? My swimsuit actually doesn't fit anymore. It's way too loose. My work pants, not happening. And I refuse to put another notch in my belt. So I was doing pretty good, apparently. I was doing it unhealthily, but I was doing it. August 3rd, I haven't moved yet. I'm starting to walk again with my downstairs neighbor. Shout out if you watch my videos, by the way, because I love you and I miss you like crazy. I weighed myself after working out. According to my calculation, I ate 815 calories today. Hopefully I will see a change tomorrow. 815 calories. Astonishing. Dear Bethany, this is actually amazing. I wrote myself a letter. This is actually amazing. I am so proud of you. I really am. You've shown such incredible strength and diligence throughout all of this journey. You are getting where you want to be, and for once in your life have found a way to do it, and you won't turn back. Love yourself. Oh, you turned back, honey. You turned back. Yeah, after I lost the weight that I'm talking about here, I definitely gained it back and wound up at 240 pounds.
Mama.
What? August 21st, 2011, so I've lost a lot more. I gained back a couple because I actually lost my job. Well, what a loser. F it, I say. I am going to let this I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm going to move forward. I just got down to 185, but I'm also back at 188. That's okay because I am back again, starting tomorrow, back on track. Wake up. Don't lose track. You are so close. Buckle down and get serious. Again. Just because someone or something screws you up, don't get down and mope about it. Get up and do something about it. I mean, that's a good thing. There's one thing in here that I said that made some darn sense. Oh, by the way, I'm quitting smoking. Apparently, on August 21st, I quit smoking. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow. I have some music that I wrote down in here. I'm not sure why I wrote them down, but I did. Some Tom Petty, some Creed, and random other music. I effed up and ate an entire thing of gumbo. I don't remember ever eating gumbo in my life. What? Where did you have gumbo, Bethany? So tomorrow, I'm back at it and hardcore. Wow. I wrote down a list of vitamins that I should be taking, that I thought I should be taking. Honestly, with the amount of food that I was not eating, I probably should have been, you know. But it's just so funny to see this, like, up and down of what I was doing, because the diet I was on was just not sustainable. It was not, there's just no way you can live like this and be okay. What are you doing? She thinks she's doing her makeup. Well, I'll be honest, I gave up since August 24th, but that's okay. I'm going to start back seriously today. My weight is 191 this morning. Here I am again, September 6th. I gained it all back. But that's what you get when you give up. But I'm putting all of that behind me and getting back on business. Today's calorie intake. You ready for this number? 380 calories. 380 calories is not healthy. Beth, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. Guys, I really had a problem. A big one. I really did. I was eating so little. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's a humongous turn of events in my life. I'm watching her back there, I promise. You guys see me looking right here? I'm looking at her. She needs pretty makeup, apparently. Oh my god. Here's a time where my life took quite the change. Yesterday and the day before have been a little crazy because I found out I'm pregnant. I also quit smoking. I was 10 days late, and yep, all the symptoms I was going through here. A piece of chicken that I ate smelled like wet dog to me. So yeah. Went to the doctor, sure enough, pregnant. The next bunch of pages are really me talking about, like, my baby being born and things like that. Like, I wasn't really talking anymore about the dieting situations until about 2 years later, when I started talking about a company that I sold products for that I don't sell products for anymore. But the company was really great. The products worked, but it was definitely kind of like an MLM thing. And I don't do those anymore, so sorry to anybody who I pestered about buying my products. But though, I gotta be honest, the products that I did sell back then really did work, and they did help me get into really good shape. But I'm not gonna name the company. Sorry. It wasn't It Works. P.S. It was Advocare. I sold Advocare. We're gonna just be honest. It was Advocare, and I really did like it. but I don't want to sell products anymore. And now it's just a bunch of blank pages. I think I'm going to continue writing in this book. I really think that I'm going to continue it. It's just neat to look back and see what I was talking about back then when I was, you know, all these stages of life. From even when I was getting married, I had some entries about that in here. They're really boring, but yeah. I just really wanted to highlight the dieting parts of this and show you what a 20-year-old Bethany looked like when she was trying to diet. And I gotta be completely honest, guys. If I could go back and say anything to 20-year-old Bethany, it would be to quit doing this to yourself. Don't eat 815 calories.
Nice.
Yes, your makeup is nice. Literally eating 815 calories a day and thinking that is acceptable, because it is not. I was starving myself and then binging. Starving myself and then binging. It was horrible. It was a really bad time in my life where I thought I was doing excellent, but I just really wasn't. So guys, just pay attention to what you're doing and maybe write it down, because you know, you never know what you'll find when you go back and you read yourself again and see what you wrote down and you had to say about your life and things like that, because it's, jeez, I can't believe I was doing this. So to conclude this video, we're gonna say that what I've taken away from this is, if I could go back and talk to 20-year-old Bethany, I would say that you should not do this to yourself. You should not starve yourself or make yourself feel bad or about your weight or anything like that, and to really research what you're gonna do. Like when it comes to dieting, if that is the paleo diet, vegan diet, keto diet, whatever diet it is, please do your research and know what you're doing, because I had no clue that this was dangerous. I did not know that this was a disorder until many years later, having therapists tell me that it was not healthy. And yeah, so holy cow, Beth. Holy cow. I'm gonna keep this for eternity. I kind of in a way want to burn it, because it's like all the terrible things that I was going through at that time in my life, but I sort of also kind of want to keep it to look back if I ever am tempted to live this lifestyle again, which I just don't see being a thing for me. But this is my old journal. I've had a lot of emotions about this journal, and reading over this has been interesting to say the very least. You guys, be good to yourself, and yeah, you know, I don't know, just be good to yourself. Everybody have a wonderful day. No, have a magical day, and eat well / diet / live your life / you are beautiful well.